So can you please talk me through how Andretti makes use of data to support its decision making?
Yeah, it's a critical aspect of motorsport in general, but especially in Formula E. The amount of information that you need to manage to get good results is it's fundamental. So we have many different data sources, and they just keep increasing every season. We have new sources of information that we need to put together. We have many different types. We have weather information. We have all the data that is generated by the car. The car has a lot of sensors. Everything that happens in the car, any input from the driver, the behavior from the tires, the behavior from the suspension, everything is logged. It's more information that we have to put together. As I put the example of the weather, obviously, the way that you manage the tires, that you prepare the tires to go for a fast lap, is different depending on the weather conditions. And also when we are on track, obviously we have many cars around.
And how do you help your team make sense of all that information and visualize it into something that they can make decisions out of?
Yeah, so I'm in charge of the software side. We have some software solutions that are commercial products, but as you can imagine in this competitive environment, any potential benefit that you can get from something that you can develop better than others is very important. So we have a lot of data analysis tools that we build in-house, and the fundamental thing is the workflow, how the information goes from the source, it's getting combined with other sources, and in the end it's visualized for us, so that we can identify the critical aspects of the data, and therefore take decisions. Some decisions before the car goes on track, like for example, what's the setup of the car, and other decisions that we have to take live, which are a bit more stressful.
Yeah. And are you finding that the level of decisions you can make live is speeding up with sort of improved data analytics, even with the advent of AI? Is stuff that used to be analyzed sort of after a race now being done live in the race?
Absolutely. Just to put an example, some motorsports some years ago, not too long ago, there was someone taking with a watch, taking the lap times of others, and the lap time was a piece of paper with numbers. So now it's a big data model together with many other data sources. So I think it's getting bigger and bigger, as I mentioned. The technology obviously is evolving. We have gone from paper and pencil to big data models. What is coming next for sure is AI going agentic with some support with, let's say, proactive identification of some KPIs for us to take decisions. So yeah, of course, technology is evolving, and this is a technological sport.
Yeah.
So any improvement on the technology side is going to help us be first.
So talk about some of the key data challenges you face. What are the issues with aggregating these multiple sources of data, some of them live, some of them collected pre the race, trying to make decisions based off all of this data coming in?
Yeah, I would say that the workflow with information is the main challenge. As mentioned before, we start with a huge amount of data sources and amount of data. So in the end, preparing a workflow that takes the right data, already, let's say, digested for each role in the way that they need to analyze their area as in time. So it's a big workflow. So and anything that is not okay in this workflow can produce wrong decisions. Okay, so I would say that streamlining from data sources to the main performance indicators that each role on the engineering side needs to use is probably the main challenge for us.
And how do the drivers feel about the growing use of data? Are they very supportive of it? Do they feel like it helps them, or do they feel like you're taking away some of their own decision-making abilities?
Drivers are very different. When they are in the car, you can have many different personalities. There are drivers that prefer to have small amount of information, but very clear, just the actions that they need to execute, and that's it. And there are some other drivers that prefer to have a lot of information about what's going on around in the track, what other cars are doing, the distances to other cars, the tactical decisions that they are making. In order to understand what's going on, and sometimes adjust their driving on their own. So I would not say that one is better than the other. It's just different. You need to understand how much information each driver can deal with and want to deal with. So when we speak about, our procedures in terms of radio comms, we need to adjust it to what each driver requires. In the end, the types of actions, and the timing of action is critical. So whenever there's something that needs to be executed, every driver needs to be informed. But the way that this information reaches to the driver is always a bit different. But one way or another, even the drivers that prefer when they are driving to have less information, they are really happy to know what's going on in the background with everything that we are managing. And when they are out of the car, the first thing that they do is to come to the engineering side and, okay, show me the data, show me what I did right, show me what I did wrong. So it's a bit different when they are in the car, but when they are outside the car, knowing that the information workflow is working fine, I think that I don't know any driver that is not happy.
And would you say there's still a space for judgment in your work when you've made a decision based on data, but someone wants to override it because they feel they know better?
Yeah, I think that we can differentiate with qualifying from the race. I would say that the way that decisions are taken in qualifying are a bit defined before the session starts. We have a clear strategy on how to prepare the tires, the sequence that we are going to do to go for the fastest lap, to deal with the traffic during quali. So we always prepare several plans. Obviously, we have to react. There's a red flag. If there's something that prevents us from executing our plan, we always have to have several plans in place and have flexibility to react. But it's a bit more. You are a bit more in control of what you are doing.
Yeah.
Each driver is trying to do their sequence and try to prepare for a fastest lap attempt, and then you have the race. Race is much more unpredictable. So I would say that quali is a bit more data-driven, we can say. Obviously, there are critical decisions that needs to be done with judgment in real time. And obviously, for the race, we always also prepare several plans, different alternatives, depending on
race is more emotional.
Exactly, how things are unfolding. We are always trying to be a step ahead of the race. So we always have a plan to start the race or several plans, but as the race evolves, these plans are adjusted for, okay, if in the next lap this happens, we go this way. If that happens, then we go this other
Absolutely
way.
critical to map out those multiple paths.
Exactly. So we have to replan on the fly. Because there are 20 other cars around, so you cannot decide what they are going to do, what they are going to attack, when they are going to defend, when they are going to save energy, when they are going to use it. So we have to be ready for that. Yeah. So data is fundamental for us to be reading what is happening, to have a forecast for what may happen in the next laps, and to anticipate what's the best approach depending on what happens. So for me, it's a bit different, the approach for quali and race, but in both cases, managing well the data that is available for us is absolutely fundamental.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for a fascinating discussion.
Okay.
It's been really interesting.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I would say that the main challenge is to